Stop number 2 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us from the Mecca that was Daytona to the rock that is Rockingham. As we are here today for running in the GM Goodwrench Service 400s, we're set for 59 laps of action on this 1.017 mile racetrack. And I'm sure some people are happy to be out of Daytona and hit and onto the rock as well, to some extent. So let's get to the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole is the Daytona 500 winner. That is Mike Becker, the number 43 STP Pontiac. He'll be alongside number 19 Carson Gum in the Dodge Doers Dodge. He'll be alongside. Second two has the man that dominates Rockingham usually, Kyle Matthews, the Silver Bullet Coors Light Pontiac car 42. Kyle has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. He'll be alongside Keith Batson in the Ford Quality Care Services Ford Credit Ford Taurus. Try to get all that out of one breath. Third row has Phil Parker in 25, the UAW Delphi Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet of William Brock. Fourth row is a pair of orange and black cars on the starting grid. Nathan Orman, the number 1 Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet, and the Senior Wireless Chevrolet car 31 of James Henry is alongside. Going to the fifth row has a pair of black cars here. The number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford of Cat Betson's on the outside of that row. Inside of her is Seth Cole in the Caleb Ford car number 98. Next row down has the man who sat on the pole for the Daytona 500. It is Emmanuel Hartnett in the number 20 Dollar General Toyota and number 32 Tide Pontiac of Matthew Logan. Next row down has Rob Evans in number 8, the Budweiser Chevrolet, and number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet of Michael Whitman is alongside. Next row down has Benjamin Miles in 21, the Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford, and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet car number 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down is Zach Rogers in number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, and number 24 DuPont Chevrolet of Charles Sanford is alongside. Next row down has Ryan Brommer, number 6, the Valvoline Ford, and number 89, Racing for Jesus Dodge of Quentin Moore. Next row down has Paul Minnick in number 16, the Family Channel Ford, and number 5, Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet of Jay Jefferson sits alongside. Next row down has Jackson Haywood in number 7, the X-Iberis Ford. He'll be alongside car number 40, the Coors Light Dodge of Sky Commons. Next row down has number 12, Johnny Gardner in the Alltel Mobile One Dodge. He'll be alongside Kev Shearer in 00, the Aaron Street Machine Toyota. Next row down is Joshua Osborne in number 78, the Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats Toyota. He'll be alongside Levi McIntyre in the Aflac Ford Fusion, car number 99. Both these drivers will carry in-car cameras in today's event as well. Next row down, Dylan Young in number 2, the Miller Lite Dodge, and number 14, Tristan Allen in the Office Depot Mobile One Chevrolet. Next row down has Shane Lake in the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, and number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Cole Deaver. Next row down has number 01, Jesse Turner in the U.S. Army Pontiac car 01, and another Pontiac is Dylan Poteet in the Caterpillar Pontiac car 22. Next row down has number 11 Mitchell Collins in the FedEx Toyota car number 11, and number 15 Quality Care Services Ford of Ryan George. Next row down is Matt Haas, the defending race champion at Rockingham, looking for his second win in a row in the GM Goodwrench Service 400. He'll have to do it all the way from 36th starting position, or 37th starting position, excuse me. The Interstate Batteries Pontiac car 18, and number 26, it is Zach Winkle alongside the Irwin Tools Ford. And starting shotgun in the field would be Jeremy Diaz, the number 71, Team Realtree Chevrolet, and number 55, the Aaron Street Machine Toyota of Daniel Bouchard. Here comes command of the Fire the Engines here at Rockingham.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Again, our in-car cameras today will be carried by I don't know what that was all about with the pace car. In-car cameras today would be carried by Kyle Matthews, Joshua Osborne, and Levi McIntyre. Those three will be carrying our cameras today here at The Rock. A very strong field we have today. We have in this season's Castrol GTX Cup Series field. One name you do notice missing in the field. We mentioned she is running only 10 races this season. That's Jessica Shelton. She's running 10 races this season. Rockingham happens to not be one of the races that she picked. So next time we'll be seeing her will be at the First Union 400 at North Wilkesboro, a few races from now. As the field comes off corner number 4, pace car looks up on the pit road. The field will be led in the hands of Mike Becker, the number 43 STB point. Can he win 2 in a row to kick off the season? We'll find out in 59 laps. The green flag flies. We're underway at Rockingham. Turn 2 can be a trouble spot on this racetrack here as they go through turns 3 and 4 now. Becker to the high side, Matthews to the low side as they come off turn number 4. Who leads this first lap of this race? Will it be the 43 or the 42? The 43 lead the first lap. That's where we found him up front at Daytona the last time we raced. And Matthew Logan's on pit road, apparently a mechanical problem to the number 32 Tide Pontiac, as he sits on pit road. Meantime, Kyle Matthews is going to take the lead in car 42 as he sticks the nose at Pontiac to the low side, and to the surprise of no one in this field, Kyle Matthews takes the lead here at Rockingham. And the yellow flag flies for the first time here today as the pace car looks up on the track. It's Jeremy Diaz in 71 and Dylan Poteet 22. Has apparently crashed. First caution of the season happening here. We went caution-free in the Daytona 500, as did all through Speed Weeks, as a matter of fact, too. Jeremy Diaz got himself into a bit of a predicament here as they go through turns 3 and 4. He went on the flat, and apparently got bounced off and apparently got off the bumper of Cole Deaver's car, sent Poteet and Jay Jefferson with him, and there you see right there, Kev Shearer had nowhere to go in a 00 car, and just right into the wall he went. Ryan George, I think, also got a piece of it in the 00 car. I think Deaver's okay in the 3 car, because after all, since he was the car that the 71 bounced off of, and there's Daniel Bouchard, I think he's okay as well. Meantime, Matthew Logan came off of pit road after whatever problems his car suffered in the first of the race. And apparently Logan's troubles aren't over because he got caught up in that crash too. See what happened to him here. We saw Poteet and Jefferson both get on pit road. Well, this is a separate incident. Let's see what happened here. Several cars were stopped a little bit because of bunched up traffic, and here comes Logan on the banking right into Jesse Turner's car, and that sent Turner into Dylan Young and spun Dylan Young. There's Jesse Turner and Dylan Young sitting there minding their own business, and all of a sudden Young's turned around and Jesse Turner has a crumpled hood on that U.S. Army Pontiac, and both those guys wondering what happened. So now poor old Jesse Turner's sitting there on pit road, or waiting for them to fix the damage on it, to fix the damage on that U.S. Army Pontiac. And he's out of the race. No fuel is what they're saying on the Turner car, and the 32 car of Matthew Logan. Well, if he had problems before, well, he certainly got them now. He's out of the race because of a crash. I don't want to say that was a bonehead move by the 32, but it about darn near looked like it when he went up the track though and trying to blend in with the leaders under yellow, and of course, usually under yellow if you're the last car off pit road, you're usually in the back of the pack. Unless you're a lap down and you get started next to the leader, which that's not going to happen for Matthew Logan because he's obviously out of the race. Pace car stuff on the pit road here as Kyle Matthews leads, Phil Parker second, Mike Becker third, Nathan Orman in fourth, fifth is Seth Cole, sixth is Carson Gum, seventh Rob Evans, eighth is Benjamin Miles, ninth William Brock, and Zach Rogers is 10th. The green flag flies. We're back underway here at where are we, Qualls? At Rockingham. I don't know why I said Pocono. We'll here Pocono is almost middle of the schedule. And almost 3 wide come off turn number 2 right there between Carson Gum, Nathan Orman, and Mike Becker as they go into turn 3. Gum keeps the car now on the low side of the racetrack here as they come off the 4th turn. There you see the 4 car of William Brock, the Kodak Dome Chevy. Had a less than stellar speed weeks down in Daytona, but making all up for it at Rockingham. He's right now running in the 8th position at the moment. Meantime, Seth Cole in the 98 and the 6 of Ryan Brommer going at it. A pair of Fords going at it here. You got a Thunderbird and you got a Thunderbird versus a Fusion. Hardnett running 14th, 15th is Sanford, 16th is Osborne. Riding inside Joshua Osborne's car as they come on the backstretch into turn number 3. You're in 16th in the moment. Up ahead, Charles Sanford in 15th. Running laps at over 160 miles an hour here at Rockingham. Kyle Matthews continues to lead the race, by the way, with Bill Parker second. Down to the low side goes Osborne as he floors the throttle on that Toyota of his. And now from Levi McIntyre's perspective, and he's not far behind Osborne neither. He's running in 18th position. He's got Michael Whitman in between those two. Into turn number 1. So the cars are going right down that yellow line of the racetrack here as they go into turn number 3 and about the head of the turn number 3, excuse me. Now they go to William Brock to the high side of that number 4 car, it's number 48 car of Michael Whitman just up ahead. McIntyre right now running in the 18th position, make that 17th now, or trying to make that 17th. This is one of the 4 one-mile tracks we go to on the circuit here. Rockingham's one of them. The other 2 are Phoenix, Dover, and New Hampshire. Meantime, Joshua Osborne and Charles Sanford still at it again, still at it in that 24 and 78 cars. And where do those 2 guys hail from? There are 2 widely contrasting places. Sanford from down in Southern California, Osborne from Southeast Kentucky. Manuel Harden at 13th, Johnny Gardner in 12th, matching his car number, having a pretty good run here. Ryan Brommer is 11th, 10th is Seth Cole. Paul Minnick is 9th, 8th is Zach Rogers. Nathan Orman running 7th, 6th is Benjamin Miles. Rob Evans is 5th, 4th is Carson Gum, then Mike Becker, Phil Parker, and there's the man who stands alone in front, Kyle Matthews at the moment. leading the field as they are about to complete the 19th lap of this race. We still have 40 laps to go here at Rockingham. Dylan Poteet still in the race. He's running 38th at the moment as he's one of the cars involved in an earlier crash that brought the first caution flag of the day. Jay Jefferson 37, 36 is Jeremy Diaz in a 71 car. Zach Winkle 35th, Dylan Young running 34th. There's the shorten up back in on his Miller Lite Dodge. Kev Shearer running 33rd, 32nd is Cat Batson. Daniel Bouchard 31st, 30th right now is Sky Commons. As you see Tristan Allen going to the low side of William Brock, who's still having trouble getting down, giving us the car, trying to get the car to the low side of the track. Right there behind him, up ahead of him, I should say, is Matt Haas in 27th. Haas won this race last season, but doesn't look like it's going to be doesn't look like it's going to be. Doesn't look like he'll be recapturing the magic this season unless something happens up front. Zachary Fitzwater running 26th, 25th is Quentin Moore, 24th is Cole Deaver, 23rd is Ryan George, 22nd is Keith Batson, Shane Lake 21st, 22nd, 20th I should say, excuse me, is Jackson Haywood. Haywood had a pretty solid outing in the Daytona 500 though until he got shuffled back late in the going of that race. Mitchell Collins running in 19th position, the number 11 FedEx Toyota. 3 Joe Gibbs cars, 2 of them are Toyotas, and 1's a Pontiac, so that's kind of an oddball deal. But looks like it could work here. James Henry 18th, 17th is Levi McIntyre, 16th is Michael Whitman. Battle for 14th still going on between Charles Sanford and Joshua Osborne. There's the view from Levi McIntyre's perspective right there. Still 1 car separated between him and Osborne. That's, of course, as we said, the 48 and Michael Whitman, who runs in 16th position. And there's the view from Kyle Matthews' perspective. He's caught the back bumper of Dylan Poteet's car. He'll get by him with ease. They go into turn number 1, right down that yellow line. Into the 3rd turn goes Matthews. They go and he'll drift that car up the track. Battle for second place going on meantime between Mike Becker and the 25 of Phil Parker. Parker keeps second at the moment as the other cars are closing up in there. The 19 of Carson Gum and the 8 car of Rob Evans. That's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th on your screen. All trying to see if they have anything for Kyle Matthews, which so far they haven't at the moment. We're past halfway at the moment of this racer. This time we'll complete 30 of 59 laps. We have 29 to go. And Benjamin Miles, meantime, closing up on the top 5 at the moment as he's got the help from Nathan Orman and Zach Rogers. Rogers, meantime, looks low on Orman for position as for 7th. And there's the last the top 10 right there. Paul Minnick in the 16, the 98 car is Seth Cole. Meantime, some more battling going on out there in the back. That's Johnny Gardner and Emmanuel Hartnett. Gardner in the 12, Hartnett in the 20. The Dodge versus Toyota as they come off turn number 4. Hartnett looks to the low side of Gardner for position. That's for 12th place. And he's got it. Gardner's car a little bit squirrely coming into turn number 1. In the meantime, Charles Samper and Joshua Osborne wants to join in on the action, and along with Michael Whitman and Levi McIntyre. Into the third turn they come here. Samper runs 14th at the moment, as we mentioned. Osborne 15th. Back inside Osborne's car another time. Meantime, they're getting by another lap car. That's Jeremy Diaz in the 71 car they've gotten around. Diaz, one of the cars involved in the crash, as we mentioned, the only caution of the day. Meantime, position trading happening right here. That's Mike Becker in 43 to the low side as he's taking the position away. Meantime, Kyle Matthews is caught up behind the 5 car of Jay Jefferson. They'll go side by side between each other, and Matthews will take position. Well, actually, that wasn't for position. That was to put a lap down. So Jefferson, meantime, Jefferson's been put a. Yeah, has been put a lap down actually. So the 5 car now is no longer on the lead lap as they go into turn number 1. As we're now down to 20 laps to go. Meantime, now Zach Rogers has now gotten by Nathan Orman. That's for 7th place. Here comes Seth Calder. Looks like he's gotten by Paul Minnick, and here he comes to the low side of Orman now for position. He's going to try to pick up 2 on the same lap, and he does so. So Seth Calder's now at the 8th place now. Ryan Brommer and Emmanuel Hartnett is now entering the top 10 here at the moment as the 6 and the 20 cars both hooked up in a tandem. So that's 9th and 10th position you see right there. Brommer in 9th, 10th is Hartnett. Orman's in 11th position. Meantime, we got Orman's dropped to 11th. Minnick's dropped to 12th. Meantime, 13th position battling still going on between Johnny Gardner and now Joshua Osborne, who's finally gotten around Charles Sanford for position. So Gardner up to Gardner's running 13th. Osborne up to 14th now. And meantime, Levi McIntyre still trying to work on Michael Whitman. But he's letting some couple of players up behind him. James Henry in the 31 and the 11 of Mitchell Collins. There you see the 5 of Jay Jefferson as he's as he's mixing up with the leaders right now here. Jefferson still, again, not on the lead lap. He's in 36th. Meantime, Kyle Matthews leads him down as he has got now 13 laps to go. But Mike Becker is closing up behind him. Not much traffic ahead. We'll keep an eye on the interval this time by. See if Becker's gaining anything on him. Interval still the same, 29 hundredths of a second. Averaging just over 137 miles an hour at this point. Off the fourth turn they come. Let's see what the interval is this time by. I think it's closed up a bit, and it has. It's now 26 hundredths of a second. 10 to go. And the interval grew just a little bit. It's now 0.3 of a second. Matthews that time 151.490 miles an hour. Becker at 151.277. They have both pulled away from the third place car of Phil Parker, who's now in a battle with Carson Gum and the 8 car of Rob Evans, who's now pulled up in the back bumper of the 19 car. They see the two as they thunder back into turn number 1 again. Evans sticks and does that Chevy to the low side of Carson Gum's Dodge. Into turn number 3 they come here as they come off the fourth corner. Zach Rogers now gotten by the 21 car of Benjamin Miles. That moves Rogers up to 6th. And Miles now loses another spot, this time to Seth Cole. So Miles down to 8th, Cole up to 7th. You see the battle still back up front there. Mike Becker trying to go 2 in a row to kick off the season. He was the pole sitter for the event. He led the first lap, but Matthews has led the last 53 circuits. Off the fourth turn they come, and actually now he's led the last 53 circuits. That was the completion of lap 54. 5 laps to go. There's the view from inside Kyle Matthews' machine as he sees nothing ahead other than a yellow car up ahead. I don't know who that is right there. We'll check to see who that is up ahead. That is the car of Dylan Poteet, the 22 car. He's in 38th position. 30th position and 1 lap down, so he could be on the verge of going 2 laps down, but don't think they're going to catch him. I don't think they're going to catch him from now till the checkered flag, as Mike Matthews now leads him down through turn number 3. He'll have 2 laps to go this time by. Becker's got 2 laps to try to catch the 42 car. Does he do so? Not like that he won't here. He dropped 100 of a second the last time by. It's 29 hundredths of a second, the interval between those two cars. Pontiac will go to victory lane either way, but the question is, which one will it be? The 42 or the 43 as they go into turn number 3 now. Matthews has been smooth all day long as he comes off turn number 4. The white flag waves. 1 to go in the GM Goodwrench Servers 400 at Rockingham. If something happens to those front 2 cars, remember Bill Parker's in 3rd. Through the 3rd and 4th turns they come here. Becker's is close enough to try to catch him off turn number 4. The magic continues for Kyle Matthews. He wins the GM Goodwrench Servers 400 at Rockingham. And it's like I said in last season's AC Delco 400, it doesn't matter which car he drives. Here, whenever Kyle Matthews comes to Rockingham, you know he's always up front, it seems like. You know, and Matthews does it again here today at the track known as The Rock as he picks up his first victory of season 24. Mike Becker, 1 spot short of making it 2 in a row to kick off the season, but it's still a great day for him, finishing 2nd. 3rd will go to Bill Parker. 4th will go to Rob Evans as he's finally got as he took 4th away. Zach Rogers comes home 5th. 6th will go to Seth Cole. Carson Gumdrops to 7th. 8th to Benjamin Miles. 9th to Emmanuel Harden, and Joshua Osborne somehow got up to 10th position in the last few laps of this race. Average speed 139.88. The average speed of this race here as the cars now comes onto pit road. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Nathan Orman comes home in 11th. Charles Sanford 12th. 13th Michael Whitman. 14th James Henry. 15th will go to Quentin Moore. Levi McIntyre 16th. 17th will go to Keith Batson. 16th, 17th will go to Paul Minnick. 18th to Keith Batson. 19th to Zachary Fitzwater. Jackson Haywood 20th. Mitchell Collins, William Brock, Ryan George, Shane Lake, Ryan Brommer, Johnny Gardner, Sky Commons, Cole Deaver, Tristan Allen, Matt Haas, Daniel Bouchard, Kev Shearer, Cat Batson, Dylan Young. Zach Winkle was the last car on the lead lap. Winkle finished 35th in the race, and some bad days for some of the guys who needed a good one here after Daytona. Cars that are, while Jay Jefferson, Jeremy Diaz, and Dylan Poteet ends up finishing not on the lead lap in 36, 37, 38th position, respectively. All 3 a lap down. Jesse Turner and Matthew Logan on 2 cars out of the race with no fuel and an accident, no fuel and a crash, respectively. So that will do it today at Rockingham. And as we said, doesn't matter what car he drives, doesn't matter what team he drives for in this series, Kyle Matthews has Rockingham figured out, and he wins today in the GM Goodwrench Service 400, his 2nd straight at the Rock in this series. And so we'll head to the next race on the tour at Richmond, Virginia in the Mobile One 400. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inter-races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA says goes on this channel. And be sure to check out our other series as well as on this channel, including the Duracell Cup series and the Budweiser All Pro series, and also including the Marvel Studios Cup series on Thrash Maniac 99's channel as well. So that will do it today at the Rockingham Raceway. This is James Qualls with the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Richmond.